Alfie, it's good to be back here at Macquarie, mate. It's been a few months actually since I've been here. So I was upstairs with Trude and she's had to dust off the old number 14, mate, because you wanted to wear it this year. Tell me about that.
Yeah, you know, obviously I was 99 when I come back from India, and I felt, obviously with 9 being taken by Bob's, I just felt like I needed a sort of a challenge, something to, you know, invigorate me again. And you know, the biggest challenge at the club is wearing probably 14 after you know, by all means the GOAT here, so, you know, sort of chasing your legacy, I thought it's a great challenge for me to try and accomplish it in my time here. And when I spoke to a few of obviously the staff, they sort of said like, you know, couldn't think of anyone better to wear it, and I just felt like it was a sort of a fitting tribute to you and, you know, the number as well. Like I said, it gives me something to aim for as well, and obviously I want individual records, chasing you down, etc. But nothing is more important than the team and winning, you know, getting more special moments like you've got with the squad, and obviously I've had with the squad and with you in the squad as well. So when you look back on your career, I'm sure you'll look back at the trophy times and the time you spend, you know, with the boys outside of the game is possibly the most important time, you know, in the change room, the banter, and you know, I'm looking to have more of them moments.
Alfie, the club have been good enough to cut up some photos here of your time playing football. Mate, you look about 12 there. Talk us through this photo.
Yeah, that's obviously Stockport County when I first broke into the first team, I think 2004-05 season. Massive XXL shirt, because obviously I'm a first year pro. You didn't get any special treatment there. You get, you know, the leftovers of the kit. And
did you have a barber back then? Or?
Yeah, I thought I looked a million then, but obviously when you look back at old photos of yourself, it's not the best, you know what I mean? I could be doing a lot better than that, but you know, I work with what I've got really. What about if you have a look at yours over here? Talk us through this one here.
So this was my first season as a pro back at Marconi. So before the A-League started, you had an old National Soccer League, and that's where when I made my debut, that was my local club at the time, and that's the first goal that I ever scored. Obviously no teammates around me. As soon as I scored, I was off. And actually, that was the only goal that I scored that year, so not a great year, but a nice memory actually looking back. What about these other ones here? Talk us through that one there.
Yeah, that was 11-12 at Reading. We played Leeds. They were a really dirty team that year. One of the players broke their ankle in the game. They had a sending off after about 20 minutes Leeds. A real feisty, you know, championship game, and I've come off the bench and scored 2. Jason Roberts' shot, and I've just managed to divert it under the keeper, and you know, as strikers do, you know, we run away on our own and celebrate with the fans as if we scored a worldie, you know, scored a tap in, but you know, that was a great time for me, and it was a great game. If we go to you here, you know, without the beard, I'm looking at this one thinking, you know, what sort of decade is this?
I would have been probably 19 or 20 at the time, no beard, a lot more hair. I've got some shockers here with my hair. But back then we played in the Oceania region, so we played Solomon Islands, Vanuatu. What have we got? And this one here, this would have been when you signed to Sydney. So what brought on the move for you to come out here?
You know, I think in England I felt like I'd gone a little bit stale. You know, I had some great moments at some great teams, and it just become a little bit monotonous. And you know what it's like in football, if you get yourself into a bit of a rut, it's hard to break from. And I had probably 18 months period prior to Bolton where I was just in a bit of a funk, you know, career-wise, and I was looking to change and bring something new to myself. And you know, when the opportunity came to join Sydney, it was a bit of a snap decision, but it was something I've not looked back on. You know, it's been an amazing journey out here. It's opened so many, you know, doors for me and my family, and my family have really grown off the back of that. And you know, living in a place like this is second to none. You know, obviously I'm from Stockport, and you know, the best thing we've got there is a viaduct, so you know, and a motorway, and a Nando's on a car park. So you know, to come out to Sydney is incredible, and the success on the pitch as well has helped drive that, because you know, it's great being successful on and off the pitch in family life as well.
Remember that goal actually against was it Melbourne City?
Yeah, City game. I think it is that one.
Yeah, right.
When just after the cup final, when we played Adelaide, didn't we, midweek, and then we backed up again at City and beaten 3-0 at their place.
And these trophies here, what did you win there?
Well, they're the biggest trophies I've ever won. You know, size-wise. Obviously, when I went to India and I did the season there, was, you know, an amazing experience, and you know, made all better by winning both trophies. Then come back, obviously back to Sydney afterwards, and obviously narrowly miss out in the GF to winning again. It was, something certainly different for me as a player and a person, being away from my family for that long. The success is great, but it didn't really mean as much without my family. But it's still a great time for me, I guess, footballing wise. If we come back over here, obviously I think a few of these are before me coming over. I think this one here, if you talk us through this one here.
So the 16-17 season is the one where we won the double.
Yeah.
That was the year that we went on to beat Melbourne in the final. And the game here we played against LA Galaxy. Actually, it was a David Beckham came out. There's a big fuss around that. We had 80,000
really
at the stadium. Obviously everyone to see him. But,
yeah, of course. Yeah.
Mate, it was a good night. We actually we went up quite early, I think. So Juninho was playing for us. He slipped me in. I went 1-on-1 and scored in that game. And then just before half time, mate, it was perfect. David Beckham we got a free kick right on the edge of the box. He stepped up and he's put it top corner. So, mate, the 80,000 got their money's worth, and it was a good night actually.
Who got his shirt? Did anyone get his shirt back to us?
I think our captain at the time, Marc Rudin.
Yeah.
I've seen a photo with him since then. With a photo with him with a jersey on. I think they both swapped. So. Yeah, it would have been a nice jersey to hang up at home.
Nice collector's item,
I don't know if you saw it, but it's not a mirror image. That's me actually using my right foot, mate.
Yeah, I thought it was a mirage. I weren't too sure on it. You say, or it might be in a clearance or something. Maybe. Didn't really see this one, but let's talk us through this one, mate.
That was my first Sydney derby actually. And I live in Western Sydney, so a lot of my friends and family jumped ship and went, started wearing the red and black. Mate, that was the game that I was looking forward to. I couldn't wait to play in that game. I'd heard about it. Every game was a sellout. And the atmosphere was just, mate, like something else, like nothing I'd ever played in before. So some of my family and friends, they stayed with the red and black, mate. They didn't come over, even me signing back. So that stuck with me, and that added a bit of fuel to those games. So for me, and in that game in particular, I scored. We were down 2-0. And we came back. They got a man sent off. We got equalised, and then with 10 minutes to go, I scored the winner. So, mate, nice memory that one.
Yeah, you always seem to score in the derbies I played. I think you scored in every one. I think, near enough.
Something about the derby. I don't know. That just allowed me to sneak a goal every now and then. So, which was good, mate. Those family gatherings and seeing all those red and black fans, mate, it was good to rub it into them. Looking back at the memories, how is it?
Yeah, it's great. It's always nice to look back on what you've done as a player, all the memories you've created. But like you say, for me, I'm looking forward to creating a few more. Obviously with this great club, and with your legendary number on my back, looking to break a few records along the way too.
Bimby started crying, eh?
Bimby, you just told him you're retiring. Tezza,
Aloisi.
Who's that? Aloisi behind you?
Yeah.
I didn't know Aloisi played it.
Yeah.
Is that Bridges?
It is.
He played there. I thought he was at Newcastle. Or did he do a year here then go to Newcastle?
He played, I don't know if it was 1 or 2 years. Benito, Carbone came and played.
Yeah, I remember Carbone being out.
Popovic as well. Papa played him.
What's that ref guy?
Yeah.
You know the one who I mean?